Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike. Ready. Blue ready. We ain't giving up nothing today. Tommy. Ready to go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Connor on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Barkley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jameis to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might walk
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, this is Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Black 22. Sonny. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Winston. And able to find Kirk.
I think this guy has a connection with just a...
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now it's Barkley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Winston now. Open man, it's Preston Williams. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start here with Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run on 1st down with Jackson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And an alley run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.